All right. Cool. So my point of doing the live was I'm looking down here because that's where my notes are. I wanted to talk about reducing stress because it's just been a really, really hard week, or a hard last 2 or 3 weeks, I guess I should say. So I wanted to talk about some little tips, quick things, quick wins, if you will, for decreasing your stress and increasing your happy feelings. And as it happens, it will also, when you decrease your stress, you improve your self-worth. Is this gonna bother y'all if I'm slowly twirling like this? Because I'm gonna save this video, so this might be the look. But it also improves your self-worth. It's like a little twofer when you're less stressed, because if you find, maybe this is just me, you let me know if this is just me, but when you're stressed, you're not doing your best, so you feel bad about yourself for not doing your best, so then you try to keep doing more and more and more, but you're doing it worse and worse because you're so stressed, and it's just it's an ugly little cycle where you keep beating yourself up because you can't do enough, but you can't do enough because you're stressed. You feel me? So that's kind of the cycle that I feel like I've been in for the last few weeks. So I was like, you know what? Let me talk about it and share the struggle and some things that may be helpful. You know what I mean? So number one, we'll jump in, is to talk to yourself differently. That is one way to take the overwhelm off. You have to talk to yourself differently, because sometimes, for example, if you're at work, you think you're not doing enough, but your boss hasn't said anything about it, or even they've told you you've done a good job, but you keep steady saying idiot, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, those kinds of things. You gotta change that narrative in your head. And one way to do that is to talk to yourself like your best friend. Don't talk to yourself as if you're talking to you. Talk as if you're talking to her or him, because sometimes the way you talk to them is what you be trying to motivate your friends, you be trying to push them, talking to them and giving them all the advices and telling them all the things to do that you are not following, right? You're not doing the same. So talk to yourself the way you talk to your best friend. Major key. Think, even in your head, think not you, but Stephanie. Not you, but Brandon. You know what I mean? And then a second way to talk to yourself differently is to kind of check your limiting beliefs a little bit, / a lot of it. If you can catch yourself saying stuff like, I don't deserve ... I should be ... I have to ... If you catch yourself with those kinds of things, you gotta shut it down right as a sentence crosses your mind. You gotta shut it down, just because those limiting beliefs get you nowhere. They do not serve you, and that they do what they're called. They limit you. They stop you from doing your best and feeling your best. So when you have all this stuff going on and you feel yourself starting to talk to yourself real wild and real out of hand, that's how you can pull it back. So, number 2, set boundaries. Boundaries with your time, boundaries with your money, boundaries with your peace. Okay? I think those are really big ones. Time, only say yes to the things you have the capacity for. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't have to be on everybody's podcast. You don't have to go to everybody's meeting. You don't have to be on everybody's panel and be on everybody's Zoom meeting, church call, prayer call. You don't have to be on every single one. You got to protect your time, because we don't have that much. We got 24 hours in a day. We got the same 24 hours. Take something off your plate if it's becoming too much. With your money, obviously, I feel it can be a big one for most people when we want to help. And plus, we've been saving a lot of money in the quarantine. So it's we got a little bit more. But somebody said, if you can't buy it twice, don't buy it right now. I don't know who said it, but somebody did. If you can't give it without expecting it back, don't give it. I wouldn't. Don't give it. If you want to give it out of the kindness of your heart, all right, cool. But if you know you need it, keep that money. Keep it with you. And third, with your peace, eliminate people that have you very unsettled. You know what I mean? Very, those people that drain you, those people that don't have interesting conversation, those people that are very mundane, they just like take up your time. Those people, you don't need them, you know? Protect your peace. Or people that like make you like genuinely angry, like protect your peace from them as well. Like that's fine too. Number 3, improve your environment if you can. Your aesthetics in your home, in your office, in your home office. Like, for example, like I've been really enjoying my little office. Like I've been really, really enjoying it. Yes, she felt it. Yes. Like I've been really liking it. I got my little plants. Like my mama helped me hang up my cute little letters and all my little degrees and stuff. Like, just set up your environment to feel good around you. You can do that by putting things in the room that are your favorite color. Run around the house looking for things that are like, or at least colors that like are pleasing to the eye. We love the yellows. All the books have all the colors, you know what I mean? You can also hang up your artwork. Like you probably have some lying around the house. You don't have to buy any new. You probably have some hidden in a box somewhere. Hang it up. Pictures of family and stuff like that. Put those up on the wall, like your friends, whatever photos you have. Like put that stuff around you to create better energy in your environment. Obviously clean it up. Like if you tidy up your space, you know, Marie Kondo it, clear it out. That is also going to help you de-stress because like you're not going to be looking at all the clutter here, there, have to do this, the kitchen, da. Like try to take control and get a handle on that part because that will make it better. What did I say? The environment, artworks, become a plant mama or a plant daddy. My little plant, you can't see her up there. She got burned outside a little bit. She's an inside plant, but I put her outside thinking I'm gonna give her a little sun for a couple hours. It was a mistake. But get some plants, real ones, fake ones, add some color and other ways to your environment. I feel like that is just like a quick fix. You can find things that you already have around the house. Or one of my favorite things with the plants is flowers. Although temporary, I know they're temporary. They do change the feeling of a room though, truly. Like I love flowers. I love sunflowers. I like any kind of flowers in the house, but like particularly I like sunflowers and I just feel like they bring so much joy. Daisies, lilies, orchids. Orchids are so cute. They're so cool. You know, with they always have that little curve to them. Just saying. Number 4, gratitude. Be grateful for what you have around you. I'm trying to tell you. Like, really, really, like I wrote a blog post the other day about gratitude journaling, like specifically like writing regularly about your gratitude. But even just thinking about things that you're grateful for can change your mood and change how you feel about a situation and realizing, you know what? I have a job. I'm thankful that I have a job and I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna relax and like really be like thinking about this and grateful for it, you know? But if gratitude, like journaling, if like writing it down and stuff like that, that can also be really beneficial just because getting things on a page is really, really deep. Getting things on a page like makes it real. So having some gratitude and like remembering like, well, my family's fed, or you know, my mom's alive, or you know, just little things like that can also just like bring you all the way back down to the ground. Like we call it grounding, because you're up here freaking out thinking about this, what could happen, what might be, what could yesterday, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, maybe in a couple of weeks. Like you're thinking about all this stuff. Bring it down, all the way down, you know? So sometimes gratitude can help with that. If you want to check out the blog post that I wrote about gratitude journaling, it just gives you some steps, which is only 2, but it gives you some steps about how to create one and like start the process. And it's not something you have to do every day, but when you feel it, you can go to freedompsychotherapy.net/blog, and it should be the first one up there. But gratitude is really, really helpful. It's like it really puts you in perspective, so you can like take a step back from what you're stressing about. And number 5, last one, is a mindset thing. So having a for you, for them mindset. You're taking care of yourself for you, for them. So what I mean by that is, like, think about who you need to be calmer for. Think about who you need to be less stressed out for. You know, if you don't feel like you can do it for you, maybe you can do it for them. Like, think of who is affected by how overwhelmed you are. Is it your kids? Is it your spouse? Is it your students? Is it your clients? Hello? Like, you think you're going above and beyond for them sometimes, and you are, like, you're trying to do everything you can. Like, I want to take care of this for them and that for them. But if you're not at your best, you're not as good of anything for them. You're not as good of a dad. You're not as good of a boss. You're not as good of a therapist if you run yourself, like, completely ragged and run yourself to the ground. Truly, truly, honestly. So those are the 5 things that I think can really help decrease your stress, like I said, and, you know, bump up the happiness factor and really make you feel better about yourself as well and your self-worth, because you're not as stressed. So those 5 things were: talk to yourself differently, set boundaries with your time, money, and your peace, improve your environment, your aesthetics, gratitude, always thinking of gratitude, and a for you, for them mindset. So there you go. That's all I had for the evening. I appreciate your time. Hey, boo. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. So y'all have a super awesome rest of your Tuesday. I'm sure I'll be back with some shenanigans. I'm also off tomorrow. Shout out to me for taking a break. I'm not usually off on Tuesdays, but I took off today because I told you it's been rough. I've been stressed out. So I decided to take a pause and stuff, and I'm gonna continue my pause into tomorrow. So y'all have a great night. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.